actually see what type of information that you have stored in your autocomplete. So this works on the Firefox, the 1.0s. It also works on the 2.0, the alpha and beta. They kind of changed things a little bit with 2.0 for a little while. I think they've gone back to using Mork for now, but it'll handle either of those. And if you happen to grab a form, the file itself, formhistory.dat, off of another system, you can pass it to this executable as well, and it'll rip through that and dump it as XML. So this is the slide where I'm kind of urging people to go out and get yourselves tested and tell your friends to get themselves tested. It's a really good chance that you are going to have some of this information within your autocomplete cache. If you have autocomplete enabled and you booked your own reservations to come here to BlackHat, good chance that you're probably going to have some sensitive data in there. Airline reservations, hotel reservation sites, pretty notorious for this. We found it as well as some major online stores. If anybody's in a black suit and black sunglasses in the back of the room, a lot of government sites require social security numbers on all of their forms. Any of the ones I came across didn't really seem to be turning off autocomplete. Good chance that data could be in there as well. So this is the countermeasures. This is a little moment to talk to other developers and say that we gotta get things together. We gotta fix this problem. End users, they can fix the symptoms, but really the disease is within the web applications themselves. And there's some pretty easy ways for developers to go about and fix these issues so that the end users who's not aware of this data getting stored, because a lot of times it's happening behind the scenes, without a lot of knowledge, you just turn on autocomplete and that data doesn't get asked whether it's going to be into there or not. A lot of people that aren't, cheating spouses are probably not going through and always clearing out their browser history every time. So really the web applications themselves can be taking a lot of steps to prevent this information from getting stored there in the first place. So when we talked about the disk cache, HTTP 1.1, it's been around for a while. It's not just for your labs anymore. It's got cache control headers. So let's go ahead and set those as actual HTTP response headers. Don't cheese out and go for the meta tags because those won't always be read, but they can actually be a response header there. Cache control, no store. Prevent any of the data from being written to disk. If you happen to find somebody talking the older HTTP 1.0 to you, pragmata, no cache, most browsers are going to understand that. Set an expiry date for something in the past. Help prevent that data from actually being stored to disk. And of course, if there's no need to have every page display my account number to me when I know it, maybe just have a little form on there that I can click and actually then view my account number or anything sensitive like that. Require me to put in my password again, just in case anybody stolen my cookie. And when you ask me for my password or any other sorts of sensitive information, go ahead and stick a redirect in there. They're fun, they're exciting. There's lots of different flavors of them. A 301, a 302, a 303, make it exciting. Just redirect my browser and put something in between before that 200 OK message, and the browser's not going to remember the data that you posted to the form. And for the autocomplete, there's a couple different options as well. We know developers, they love more attribute tags, so hey, we got one more for you. Autocomplete equals off. You stick that in the form tag, and that's going to disable autocomplete for the complete form. So it no longer will password autocomplete work for you. It'll be disabled. So if you're doing a banking application or something with other sensitive information where probably even your mom and pop shouldn't be storing and remembering their password, you can disable that for it. In other cases where it's all right for getting the name and the address and you just want to make sure that the credit card information doesn't end up in somebody's autocomplete, you can go ahead and just add it to that tag and prevent it from just coming from certain inputs. So it looks like I have a few minutes left if anybody has any questions. Thanks again for coming and listening. And like I said, the autocomplete dump tool, it's on the CDs. It's also on the Foundstone website. Okay. Thanks.